Oh, man. Well. Hello, people who probably aren't here yet because the stream literally just went live. Hey, Dragon Wolf and John Dilzel, welcome. Sorry, just getting a tweet out about the stream. All right. Manuel Gonzalez, you're at work. You won't be able to chat. That's all right, my man. Just glad that you popped in, even if it's just for a little bit. Probably be streaming for a while. 3 hours probably at least, I would assume tonight. Yeah, it's been like this the last 2 months. Yeah, man. Things just get tough at times, you know. I've been missing you around these parts. Hey, Gamer God Wannabe. Hey, yep, I remember you, John Delzell. Hey, Fire Soul. Welcome, guys, welcome. First off, how's it going? Hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday. Obviously, this is our primetime stream. Usually we start, you know, with the Horsecock song, and we kind of play games, and maybe we'll end up playing some games at some point tonight. I don't really have a plan for the games, even though normally this is the night that we do the poll on Patreon for patrons to decide what we're going to play. But I went against all that today because it occurred to me. Basically, I was in a conversation with Eric earlier today, and he's like, hey, how long have you, like, we're going to E3 this year. Like, how long have you been doing this YouTube thing for? And I'm like, man, how long have I been doing it for? So I went back and looked. Technically, if we want to get technical, we are past the 1-year anniversary of me doing the takeover. Most of you guys might not know what the takeover is, but essentially this YouTube channel as Nintendo Prime has existed for a little over a year. The very first video, in fact, let me pop out my Streamlabs here to see if I can show you it. Hopefully everything is set up to work this time. I have to go to editor here. So the very first thing we did was this. So this was the very first video. This is my announcement video that this channel was no longer going to be the Zelda Informer YouTube channel. It was going to be Nintendo Prime. This was back on February 7th, 2017. Now you'll know we're 3 months out from that. Well, I don't really consider this truly... Hey, Thomas Maynard! Of course, again, I don't have my wine next to me. But you know what? Now the booze shelf is right there. Quick access to the booze. Thank you so much, Thomas. So as you guys know, or might not realize, I don't really consider the official start of this channel existing until the day I left Zelda Informer. Now, I left Zelda Informer on April 30th. That was my final day as editor-in-chief. And we even did a podcast about it a couple days beforehand. Nintendo Prime Podcast, 9 years in, editor-in-chief of Zelda Informer, says farewell. That was me. Whole podcast was basically just an hour of me reminiscing on Zelda Informer. And that was it. That was kind of... Well, I was supposed to take that shot. Thanks, Thomas. So April 30th, even though we've been uploading for a few months, all we'd really been uploading until around April was the podcast. We were putting back episodes of the podcast up and just randomly putting up episodes of the podcast, which wasn't a weekly show at that point. So we weren't really uploading much. There was a period where I was uploading game trailers. None of that really is what we've been doing, right? That's not what Nintendo Prime is. That was when I was in experimental mode. So Nintendo Prime, as it stands today, basically started at the end of April, beginning of May. And at least what it is today, like the news videos and, continuing the podcast and blah, blah, blah. Now, John Delzo brings up a point. My channel has technically existed since 2008. But it wasn't Nintendo Prime. That was Zelda Informer. That's where it gets confusing. We're technically today celebrating the 1-year anniversary of our YouTube channel, even though this particular channel has technically existed since 2008. It just wasn't Nintendo Prime. Nintendo Prime didn't exist until a little over a year ago. So we are celebrating our 1-year anniversary tonight. Before we get too far away from it, right? I realized, I went back and I looked, I'm like, we never celebrated the first year of Nintendo Prime on YouTube. It just didn't happen. What the hell? So I'm like, you know what? We need to get this celebration in. And it's fitting to be today, because today is the 7th, which marks exactly 3 months out from when we did the hostile takeover. So it's like an exact date that kind of sort of matches up, right? 7th, whatever. So yeah, we're 1 year in. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy how far we've come. I mean, let's just go back on. This is the first video I ever made. Just watch the quality of this video. Let me turn on the audio. Even just compared to this live stream. Oh, I do have the lights off. Okay. Look at the quality of this video, even compared to this live stream. Just listen to this. So, of note, this intro. Look at this intro. I don't know how well it shows up, but you see like this anti-aliasing. This is a logo that's not been HDified at all. So we have the same intro, but like this is a really crappy version of the logo, and I didn't have a better version, so that's already improved. And look at that terrible green screen. That happens. Actually, that hasn't been happening since I got my new camera, but this was recorded with a phone I don't even have anymore. So I have this phone, but this was recorded, I think, with an iPhone 6S. I mean, look at this. I don't know why I said 8 years. It was 9 years. But I was closing in on a decade. I was almost there. But like, compare that to videos today. Compare this to the live stream. My audio is even better in this live stream than in that video. It's just crazy. Crazy little stuff like that. Anyways, so I've just been kind of reminiscing on the journey, like where we came from, which was that. Technically, we had a YouTube channel before that that was actually named Nintendo Prime, but it just had some podcast episodes. It wasn't Nintendo Prime as you know it today. And before that, Nintendo Prime existed as a website. So if we want to talk about the overall anniversary of Nintendo Prime, it's basically February 1st, 2016 is when Nintendo Prime, as anything, it came into existence. But us as a YouTube channel, it's been basically a year. It's amazing seeing where we came from. Like I was just going through these videos. Let me show this again. I was just going back on these videos. You know, here is. Let me scroll down here. There's the one where we've undergone some changes. As you can see, right, literally the video before that, Zelda Informer Podcast, episode 35. Like literally right before. Like look at this, all Zelda Informer. This is when it became Nintendo Prime. And we did, like I said, we uploaded some trailers, the Breath of the Wild Guardians trailer. Our first big success video was, let's see here. Nintendo Prime Podcast was actually doing okay back then, but it was being promoted on Zelda Informer back then. This is a video that, I will never do a video like this before. This was stolen footage that I don't think I even accredited. Bad on me. Bad on me. That was bad, Nate, coming through. That was me trying anything to figure out how to get viewership. Scrolling past here, podcast. I mean, look, it's all podcast stuff, man, and then some trailers. Some game. Oh, this was my live stream, a launch stream for Breath of the Wild. Look at that, 5 hours. You guys even remember when the launch of Switch came out and I played Breath of the Wild for 5.5 hours straight, for 6+ hours straight, for 3 hours? Like it was 4 hours, then 3, then 5.5, then 6. That was a crazy, and then another 220 and another 150. Oh my gosh! And then like look at this, 7 days in a row. Just crazy, crazy. I was live streaming Breath of the Wild a ton back then. Nintendo Switch Online? No way. No way. Hold on. Hold on. No way that just broke. If that just... Oh, my gosh. Of course, it's our anniversary stream. It's our anniversary stream and news is breaking. Hold on. Does that mean the rumor was right? Hold on. Let me see what's happening. Isn't this supposed to be updated on the Nintendo Online website? Okay, where's the... I want to go to the official Nintendo site. I thought this was what they said they were going to update. Oh, this is updated. All right. Hold on. All right, well, let's go through this live together. Let's do this together, folks. Let's go through this all together. I got it. I got the news. I got the news. I got it. Let me change the title as well here on the stream. Oops. None of it's over there. To let people know we're talking about this kind of big news. There we go. I changed the title of the stream now, since we're going to talk about this for a little while. Let me bring back up the chat and everything. Thanks, TrueDogX. Thanks, TrueDogX. Hey, Ripe Gaming. All right, let's talk about this. All right, so I'm here. Let me see if I can move that like that. It's like I'm going to make this a little bigger. That way, I'm going to move the chat here too. Let's just shrink that, huh? Let's shrink the chat down a bit. All right. Let's look at this stuff here. So, launched in September 2018. So they finally updated the website. Let's go through this. Let's go through this live here. So features: battle it out and or cooperate with players around the world in compatible games like Splatoon 2, ARMS, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Tennis Aces, and Sushi Striker: The Way of the Shishido. They don't mention. Notice how they don't mention Super Smash Bros. We know it's coming this year, but they're gonna mention Sushi Striker because it has a launch date. They mentioned Mario Tennis Aces too. All these games are going to be available. That's the funny thing. All of these games are available before they charge. Anyways, let me switch up here. I need some sparkling water. My throat's scratching a little bit. All right. So here's some news. Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Switch Online, enjoyed 20 NES games with added online play for the first time ever, and more games added regularly. Learn more. Let's see what it says here. Let's see what it says and then learn more. Play classic NES games anytime, anywhere. Enjoy a selection of NES games with added online play for the first time ever as part of your paid Switch Online membership. Hey! Cardinals playing right now? I hate the Cards, but you know what? Thanks, Thomas. I did change the stream name. I did change the stream name. We got 39 viewers right now because I'm talking about the news. All right. So play classic NES games anytime, anywhere. Enjoy a selection of NES games with added online play for the first time ever as part of the Nintendo Switch Online membership. All right. The service will launch with 20 games with new games added regularly. Launch titles include Soccer, Tennis, Donkey Kong, Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros., Balloon Fight, Ice Climber, Dr. Mario, Legend of Zelda, and Super Mario Bros. 3. So that's already a nice lineup, and apparently there's going to be 20. So they got 10. They got half the games announced. So there's going to be 10 more. All right. Let me see. How does it work? With online play added to every classic, you can compete or cooperate with online friends. Share your screen. Okay, so you could share your screen, compete against, cooperate, pass the controller, depending on the game. With the Nintendo Switch Online... Oh, jeez, the smartphone app. Here we go. With the Nintendo Switch Online smartphone app, you can also voice chat. No! No, Nintendo! Why? Why are you keeping voice chat with the stupid app? Ah! So they didn't learn anything about that. So we're still getting voice chat through the app. Oh. All right, so there's 20 free games at launch. And I think they said, did they say they were going to add more? And more, yeah. So launches with 20 games. There's going to be more games added over time. So this is similar to like a Games of Gold situation, or a PlayStation Now situation, right? That's kind of what we're looking at here. A very similar situation to that. PlayStation Now, man. Anyways, so they're giving you free games, except those games you get from those, you get indie games and you get AAA titles. Here you're just getting, NES. You're getting classics. That's what you're getting. But again, it is a cheaper price. You're not paying as much, which we'll get into prices and plans here in a second. This is obviously the big news. Save Data Cloud Backup. Save your data online for easy access. Details about this feature will be available before the paid service launches in September. Now, keep in mind, based on what I'm reading here, this does not mean that Save Data Cloud Backups will be launched before the paid service. What it is saying is that details about this feature will be available before the paid service launches. So what they're letting us know is that we're going to know everything we need to know about cloud backups before the online service launches. But the big news here, the big news is that we're getting cloud backups, right? It's happening. I wish we were getting more than just cloud backups. I wish we also could back up locally. But hey, you know what? Don't complain. We're getting a backup system of some sort. And I know there's going to be people that are going to really, really whine about this one. Oh, man. Anyways. So, yeah. We're getting Save Cloud data backups. Enhance your online experience with compatible games in the smartphone app. Did they update this section? Let's see. Nintendo Switch Online app. Splatoon 2, Online Lounge. They did not update that. So they're not giving us any more information on the online app. Stay tuned for news or special deals and offers for members. So we knew about that they were going to have like special discounts and stuff like that for people. Let's go to plans and pricing. So $3.99 for 1 month, $7.99 for 3 months. $3.99. That's even no. Yeah, that's cheaper. No, this is what we thought. $20 for a year. Yeah. Family membership. What the hell? A Nintendo account holder may invite up to 7 others to join a family group. All members of the group will have access to the Nintendo Switch Online. So I got to talk to Eric. It's cheaper for me to get the $34.99 package and then have his Switch register with my Switch. So, because it says a Nintendo account. The caveat is I hope this isn't a Nintendo account holder on the same system. I hope this is like I can register 7 different systems with 7 different accounts. That I'm not sure yet. But if that's true, that's a hell of a deal. $34.99, and I can maybe potentially register 7 different Switches with just different accounts for online services. That might not be bad. How to purchase, obviously Nintendo eShop. All right. Cool. FAQ. Did they update the FAQ? We're not going to give any feedback right now. All right. How do I purchase a membership after September 2018 launch? Nintendo Switch Online. Blah, blah, blah. You can buy it on Nintendo.com and Nintendo eShop. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Oh, and through select retailers. So, like, you can go buy membership cards. Those little cards they put out there, for PlayStation and Xbox. Which games require Nintendo Switch Online membership to access and play? They're only talking about Splatoon, ARMS, Mario Kart 8, Mario Tennis, Sushi Striker. That's all they're saying, though. So maybe third-party games. It's possible third-party games might not require this for online play. So like Doom, stuff like that. We'll have to see. They're only announcing right now the Nintendo games. How can I tell if a game requires Nintendo Online membership for online play? We'll share this information on this topic at a later date. A pretty key question. Well, we're not going to tell you right now. Pricing plans are available. We just went over that. If I own multiple Nintendo Switches, will I need a separate membership for each? No. Nintendo Switch Online can be used on any device by signing in with the Nintendo account that purchased the membership. Okay, that doesn't answer the question about the family membership, though. My question's about the family membership. Someone buys an individual membership. Can others use the same Nintendo Switch system? Use that Nintendo Switch Online membership. Individual memberships can only be used. No! Nintendo! Nintendo! Are you guys reading this? Are you guys reading this? Look what they said. Individual memberships can only be used by the Nintendo account holder to purchase the membership. So if you buy the Xbox Games of Gold, or Xbox Games of Gold, what am I talking about? You buy the Nintendo Switch Online thing. Oh God. Oh, I'm gonna have to make it a separate video about this. I have a lot to say. If you buy this, I spent $20 for the year membership. I have it on my Switch. No other account on my Switch but my account. So my Japanese account, my other account, my fiance, my daughter, they cannot access the online features. So my fiance cannot play Mario Kart 8 online unless I buy the family membership on my Switch that already has an active account doing it. She can't use her own account. Come on, Nintendo. Every other company, Xbox and PlayStation, allow Steam. If you're on the same platform and somebody has Xbox Live, you can use Xbox Live across all of the accounts on the platform. What they're saying is you have to get the family membership. It says, however, you can share Nintendo Switch Online features across Nintendo accounts in a family group by purchasing the family membership. What that is telling me is that the family membership is just for my local Switch. So if I buy a family membership for $34.99, my daughter gets her own Switch, I transfer her account off of my Switch to hers. That's not going to apply to her Switch because she's no longer on my Switch. What the fuck? That's what I get out of this. That's what I'm reading it verbatim here. God damn it, Nintendo. Okay. I mean, so far, positive, we're getting cloud saves. Negative, so far, is everything else I've read. Well, that's not true. The 20 NES games are nice, too. But so far, everything else, beyond those 2 points, the NES games you kind of already knew about. Cloud saves we didn't, so there you go. But that's shitty. How do I create a family group? It'd be possible to create a Nintendo family group via your Nintendo account settings. Up to 8 Nintendo accounts, including child accounts, can be linked as a family group. So 8. It said 7 on the other page. 8, 7, 8, somewhere in there. Can child accounts be added to a family group and use a family membership for Nintendo Switch Online? Yes, any Nintendo account associated with a family membership can use these services features. Parents may use Nintendo Switch parental controls, set restrictions for online play, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay, where can I find? I already know how to do parental controls. Is Nintendo Switch Online needed for online play with Wii U? No. No, obviously, it's just for Switch. When the paid service starts in September, will membership plans be charged automatically? No. You have to go purchase it, obviously. If I don't purchase Nintendo Switch Online, will my Nintendo Switch system have any online features? Yes, online features including, so you can still access the eShop, friend registrations and management, sharing of screenshots, social networks, parental controls, system and software updates, and Nintendo Switch news. So all of that is not affected by any of this. None of that's changing. And they don't have any data on how to use the cloud backups yet. Man. All right. One thing I need to check here. How does this line up? How does this line up with the leak? Remember we had that leak? Hold on. Let me go to where was that rumor? Here it is. This thing's blowing up now. This is only at 14,000 views earlier. Are people like going to it now because it happened? Let me actually go to the source. Well, sorry, the source is technically against. How does this line up with the leak? It said, so May 7th, they got the day right. Service goes live on September 24th. That's not yet announced. So, service offers dedicated voice chat through an existing chat service. Yeah, that didn't happen. Exclusive eShop discounts. We already knew about that, and that's been confirmed. Games of Gold / PlayStation Plus like service or retro games are given to people every month and are allowed to keep the games. Yeah, I mean that's. But to be fair, we already knew we were going to get exclusive discounts and the retro games because they announced that a year ago. We just didn't know the extent of it. So he was wrong on an existing chat service, or was he right because the Nintendo Online app works? If you want to stretch the truth there, but he mentioned Discord, but okay. Nintendo is ditching the Virtual Console brand, replacing it with Nintendo Classics. Again, we don't know. That wasn't part of this. Games that we offer, blah, blah, blah. So this we don't know about yet. And to be fair, he never said this would be announced on the 7th. But this we don't know about yet. and this we don't know about yet. Those two things are still the I don't know category, but everything else was right, although granted most of the stuff we knew. Voice chat through an existing chat service, which you could argue is Nintendo's. I don't know. I don't know if this helps or debunks the rumors. Beats me. But yeah. Well, I think that's why this video is starting to blow up again. It's only at 14,000 views. It's gained like an additional 4,000 over the past like 10 minutes because it obviously people are starting to think, hey, you know what? What happened? It got announced. What else was in that rumor batch? All right, let me go back to the Nintendo Switch Online page here. FAQ, go back to features. All right, well, I'll just kind of leave it here. We'll F11 this. Okay, so it's all on one page. We'll just kind of keep it here so you guys can kind of read that. I'm going to read the chat and see what you guys have to say about this, because I'm going to make an individual video on this, reacting to it. But I will take your guys' question on it. This is the basics in a nutshell, and I can go into more details about how the family membership works for plans and pricing, because I did put more information about that in the Q&A section. Let's see here. Damn, you're fast. Yeah, well, I happened to be live streaming as the news hit, so like it was easy to be fast because I was already streaming. The leak might be legit. I mean, I just went back to the leak and looked. I'm like, you know, you could make arguments to still believe the leak. There isn't any glaring, quote unquote, glaring red flags yet, but we'll see. I guess the next checkpoint would be E3. Is the presentation 36 minutes long? Anyways. Scrolling down. I was hoping to use the family plan with my roommate. The things I believe in... Oh, Spiral Fortnite. Yeah, about that rumor. Just buy the family one, you tight ass. I mean, the family membership does not allow multiple Switches under it. At least according to how they explained it. What the Family Pass does is essentially on your own Switch. Like... maybe I could bring my Switch up here. Let me get my Switch up here to explain how the Family Pass works. There is going to be cloud saves, Knockfox. It's right here. Then all they say, they're not saying it's going to be available before the paid service launches. They're saying details about it will be available. So again, they're just going to explain how it works. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the Switch quick here. So with the Family Pass, what they're saying is, you see how I have this account, then there's my fiance, there's my daughter, and that's my Japan account, my UK account. What they're saying is, if I buy the Family Pass for MP Prime Nate, then Yulia, Melody, and my two other accounts can all access the online features associated with Nintendo Online. It does not say that you could buy my daughter a Switch, take her account off of here, transfer to that Switch, and her still have access to Nintendo Online. That's not how the family package works, as it's explained in the FAQ. The family package just means all the accounts on here, up to 8 of them, I guess, or 7 others plus me, can access online services if I buy the Family Pass. It's ridiculous, because on Xbox and PlayStation, you just get Xbox with Gold like one time on Xbox, and all accounts on that Xbox can access Xbox Live. And you can take your account to other people's systems. But that's more on that at a different time. That's the bullshit we're talking about here. It's so crazy. I'll leave my Switch on in case there's another reason I need to go back to it. That I do not like. I do not like that Family Pass thing. That Family Pass concept should just be what it is by default for $20 a year. That Family Pass concept should be for registering family members' Switches. So you can all have your... like. It's weird, too, because didn't Furukawa and Kimishima just come out and say their goal is to get Switch to the point where, like, one person, like, every person in the house has a Switch? That's the long-term goal? So if that's the case, then wouldn't the family package make more sense that every person in the house should be able to register their Switch under the family online account system? But no, that's not how it works. Ugh. So say I buy my kids one, right? So my fiance and I use this one. I got to buy the family pass for my fiance to access online on my Switch. And then my kids have a Switch. So I got to buy the family pass again so my kids can access, like if they have their own accounts, like if Melody, Ollie, and Aiden all have their own accounts on the children's Switch, I have to buy the family pass again. So now I have to spend $70 for everyone in my household with 2 Switches in the house to access online services. Bullshit, Nintendo. Bullshit. I hope people make a big deal out of that, because that's bullshit. That's complete bullshit. That's not how the family pass should work, but that's how they describe it. So, let me see here. Edward Norton, thank you so much for your $3 chat. I need a shot for this shit. I need a shot. I mean, cloud saves. I'm excited for cloud saves. Wanted cloud saves. That and the 20 NES games are sweet. Cloud saves and the family pass are basically the 2 big things out of all of this. Let's see here. I expected a bit more information about it. Yeah, like there wasn't. I mean, the cloud save thing's a big deal, and the family pass thing's a big deal. But I mean, the family pass thing is stupid. Anyways, so Mutson's talking about those are profiles, Nate, not accounts. Okay, this is actually not true. Let me go in and explain this. So you go on the FAQ, because I just read this. Hold on, I'll actually load up the entire FAQ. To talk about the family pass, because I read this on the family pass. How do I create a family group? Starting May 15th, it will be possible to create a Nintendo account family group via your Nintendo account settings. Up to 8 Nintendo accounts, including child accounts, can be linked to a family account. Now, here's the thing. On your Switch, let me flip back to my Switch. Let's see. Hopefully this doesn't reveal anything. So when I go to settings here, when you let's say I want to go to the eShop, right? I'm going to the eShop. I want to go do something online. I have to create an account or sign in and link, right? So you already have to do this to access online stuff, right? I mean, you don't have to do it to play games, but you're going to have to play games. So these become accounts, right? To access online services, all of these things up here will become their own account. Like you're reading into this like, oh, because an account exists on another Switch. That's not what they're saying. Now on May 15th, we'll obviously have more information because that's when you can create the family group. But as it's explained right here, that doesn't mean anything. It means that in order to play online, I have to make sure these things all have their own accounts registered in an online system, and then all of these accounts across my Switch. And now here's where I get all of these accounts across my Switch. So it goes on here. Let me see. Individual. So this is the question that gets me. If someone buys an individual membership, can other? Oh, sorry. Let me put the display capture back up. If someone buys an individual membership, so I just bought my $20 membership, right, for a year. Can other users on the same Nintendo Switch system use that Nintendo Switch online membership? Individual memberships can only be used by the Nintendo account holder who purchased the membership. However, you can share the Switch online features across all Nintendo accounts in a family group by purchasing a family membership. It is exactly like I said. It is if you want to, if I want Yulia and Melody and these accounts to access online play and online services, I have to buy the family pack. It does not say anything about having those accounts on separate Switches. So it doesn't say, it's saying each account, right? It's not saying account on separate Switches. It's not saying if your daughter has a Switch, hers can be registered under your thing. That's not what it's saying. Now, I hope I'm wrong. Granted, this is just a wording thing. This is just semantics. But it's a concern I have until it is fully addressed, which I guess 8 days from now. 8 days from now, we'll know if it works on separate Switches or if it's all on one Switch or how the account linking works. Because we don't know right now. Like if I can link, and I can test it because I could try to link Eric's, right? I can say he's part of the family. He's part of the Nintendo Prime family, right? Like see if I can link him in. But if it won't let me link him in because he's using a separate Switch, then you know. So we'll see. Yeah, and of course, I don't know if it matters if you have accounts in different countries. That's a very good question. You might need to pay for that country's charge too. Let's see here. 120 for 2 Xboxes. Edward Norton, let's mass tweet. I'm gonna hold off on the bitching about the, like, I'm still gonna bring up my concern, but I'm gonna wait till the 15th and see if it actually works across multiple switches or if it's just on one switch. If it's just on one switch, it's bullshit. If it's across multiple switches, then now we're talking something different. Because then you can have up to 8 different switches registered with their own individual accounts. Now, granted, the accounts on those systems, if they add like extra ones, they won't be able to access, but whatever. Let me see here. Honestly surprised people aren't upset about the voice chat. Well, Mr. E, I'm upset about the voice chat, but all Nintendo did is exactly what we expected them to do, and that is keep the voice chat on the app, right? I want the voice chat to be locally on Switch or partner with a company like Discord, right? Go with a trusted company. But let's be honest, that was never going to happen. That was never going to happen. Nintendo's going to stick with their online app, and that's what they're doing for voice chat, which basically means voice chat is dead on Switch and is going to remain dead on Switch, and that's that. Nintendo just basically confirmed voice chat's always going to be dead on our platform. There is a mention of voice chat. What are you talking about, Edward Norton? There's a mention of voice chat. I'm at the features. So, enhance your online experience with compatible games with the online app. Click on the app. Oh, look. Online lounges. Compatible games. And I think somewhere in the FAQ, it talks about the voice chat. I was reading it earlier. Here, let me display that again. Display capture. Somewhere in this FAQ, it talked about voice chat. Anyways, either way, they're still using the app. That's basically all you need to know. The app is still a thing that's happening. On our anniversary stream, Nintendo drops news, and then I have to rant. I guess we wouldn't be in Nintendo Prime if that didn't happen, right? What's going to happen the next time we have an anniversary stream next year? What big news is going to drop then? What's the 15th? So Shiny Mega Charizard X. On the 15th, they are launching the ability to create your family group, which if you purchase this, plans and pricing, if you purchase this family membership for $34.99 for 12 months, you create a family group that you can have 8 total accounts as a part of to access online stuff. Now, we don't know if those accounts can be on individual Switches or if they all have to be on the same Switch. What we do know is that regardless, even if everyone in your family is on one Switch, they can't access online services unless you buy it. So if I have the individual $19.99 and then people, like my whole family uses my Switch, none of them on their accounts can access the online services. They'd have to use my account, which I don't want them to do because that affects my stuff. So I'd have to buy the family membership just for people already playing on my Switch to access online stuff, which is still bullshit. Even if this service works the way I want it to, it's still bullshit that for $20, all accounts on my system can't just access online like it can on Xbox and PlayStation. It would be akin to you buy internet, right? I pay for internet, right? I pay like $100 for internet. So I pay for internet at this house. But for anyone else to access the internet but me, at my house, on my network, on my hardware, like they log in under any other account but mine, right? Yulia goes up on the laptop, logs into her username instead of my username. She can't access the internet unless I pay extra. That's basically what this is kind of akin to. What part of this family membership upsets me? That's bullshit. Bullshit. Anyways. Voice chat thing sucks. How the hell can you play Payday without voice chat? I don't know. We've been playing Payday since launch without voice chat. So it can be done. You guess I'll do the same with Nintendo as I do with PS4. Don't play online. That sucks, man. Nintendo's got so many great online games. I would still doubt the leak. That's the thing. I'm not... by the way, guys, this doesn't confirm the leak at all, right? All this stuff could be coincidental. So let's not start, like, believing the leak. All it does is it doesn't necessarily deconfirm the leak either, right? Like, it doesn't make the leak legit, but it also doesn't make the leak not real. It just means, okay, we have a little bit of extra reason to pay attention to the leak during E3. Just that little bit of extra. Well, you know what? A couple things conveniently lined up. Probably a coincidence. But at least now it's like, all right, well, when E3 rolls around, I'm probably going to recheck the rumor again, right? Just to see if anything... who knows? I mean, who knows at this point? Nobody but Nintendo. And people associated with Nintendo. Splatoon's useless without online. I mean, there is single player. It's pretty good. Let me see here. There are like 6 people that use my Switch. What the fuck, Nintendo? Yeah, so all the people that use your Switch, you can't just buy the $19.99 membership. You have to buy the $34.99. So dumb. Why aren't we seeing Etika's Twitter? Why, is Etika freaking out? Is Etika going nuts? I'll load up Twitter. I don't even know if I follow Etika on Twitter. Oh, why am I spelling Erica? I thought I followed him on Twitter. Oh, no, I don't. Well, I do now. He's not talking about it. Is he streaming? Yeah, he talked about, oh, and he's hyping up the Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon rumors. That's what Etika's hyping up right now. Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon are heavily rumored to be coming to Smash Bros. From very, yeah. We actually covered that stuff. That was in the last rumor batch we did. Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon. The thing is, Crash, they're like, yeah, so coming to Smash. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Etika, the man, the myth, the legend. What are people talking about here? So why would you want me to sign up for this like 6 months in advance? Also hope the 24th date is right. I have a feeling the leak is wrong. That's a day after Nintendo's anniversary. It's a weird day to launch, too. I think it's on Monday or Tuesday or something. But, yeah, whatever. It's online services. It's not a game. I know a lot of people think Smash will launch the same day. But maybe Smash isn't going to launch the same day. Maybe the Smash will launch a week earlier or a week later, you know. To not bog down the servers like the same day the service launches. Let me see. Can't afford all the subscriptions. Xbox Live, Netflix, YouTube Red, cable TV, internet, and now Switch Online. Nintendo. Well, I can tell you out of that whole group, drop cable TV. It's cheaper to get streaming TV online. You can get it through Hulu. You can get it through YouTube. I get mine through DirecTV now. It's all cheaper than cable TV. So that's one way. Okay, then bye. What? What was... Quit. Mark Snow, it was hidden. Bro, quit crying. We all pay bills. I'm not talking about bills. When did I bitch about bills? I'm just saying that it's kind of bullshit. That's all. It's okay to think that something's bullshit with how it works locally on your Switch. Like, it's alright. In honor of celebrating Nintendo Prime. Oh, jeez. He has his own sources. Well, here, is he streaming right now? Is Etika streaming right now? We'll, oh, he always pops up in my gaming feed. Yes, I actually check out gaming.youtube.com. Game Over Jesse is streaming, but that's not who I want. I want Etika. He's got to be streaming right now. The online stuff dropping. He's not? He's not streaming right now. No way. Hold on. I can't believe that Etika won't be streaming right now, unless he's just not home. Is he actually not streaming right now? He's not, so. All right. So I can't watch Etika's live stream in my stream because he's not streaming. Rasmus Gus, I'm saying it's not the same rumor. He has his own sources. He posted that before. Well, that's cool. I'll message him and talk to him about it. See what's up. I guess we can display capture. We're gonna shrink this back down. We're gonna get the stream back to looking the way it's supposed to. Which means I gotta move this camera back. And get this chat back over here. All right. Let's see here. They're not. I guess we can hide this too. Not that. Oh, that and this. All right. Or you could drop any TV and get Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon Video. That's less than $30 a month. Depends if you happen to get Amazon for free. Amazon otherwise is $100 a year unless you're a college student. But technically, Amazon Video is $100 a year. I know you can argue $30 a month, but then it also depends. Like when you get Netflix, are you getting just the one single account? Are you getting the 4K Netflix? Or are you getting the can stream to 5 separate devices one? When you get Hulu, you know, are you getting all the things you want on the Hulu? And if you want live TV because you want to watch live sports, which one has the best offer? Does YouTube have the best offer? Does Hulu have the best offer? Netflix doesn't do live TV. You know, and for me personally, I use DirecTV Now because I get all my live sports. That's the only reason I even have DirecTV Now. I mean, I technically subscribe to HBO through it too for $5 a month. Got to watch the Silicon Valley season finale coming up this week or next week. Oh, hey everyone! Josh Thomas from Nintendo Beyond is up in here. Nintendo Beyond, how is it going, my man? It's funny because he just yesterday, I think you commented on the rumor video and you're like, yeah, this rumor's BS. And now he's like, now if this rumor becomes true, worst E3 ever. I mean, I'm not going to, the rumor is what it is. You know, I don't think this confirms or denies it. That's the thing. It just doesn't deny the rumor. I think a lot of people were hoping this wouldn't come out today to deny the rumor. But since it doesn't deny the rumor, now it's like, you know, now we got to wait, you know, a month here. A month and 3 days, or a month and 5 days, sorry. A month and 3 days is when I fly out. A month and 5 days to see now if the rumor is true or not. Edward Norton with the old Eric face up in here. Let's see here. That's what you're rebranding Virtual Console as, NES, Nintendo Switch Online. No, Miles Spano, that is not Virtual Console technically. What they are doing with the NES games is... They announced this a year plus ago. They talked about how they were going to offer NES games with online play and leaderboards. That's actually not new information. Think of it more like a Games of Gold situation where you subscribe to the service and they just give you a bunch of games for free. So that is not the same as Virtual Console. So this is not their replacement for Virtual Console. I still argue to this day the NES Classic, the SNES Classic, and whatever's next is the true replacement for Virtual Console. But so many new people today. Zach Attack 275. Hey-oh. Mr. E wants to know what E3 leak. I'll show you. Let me show display capture here. What E3 leak? This one right here. I'll throw a link in the chat to my video on the E3 leak. Again, so there's the link. What's the views at now? The views, you can pass 18 on this now? Almost. It really blew up. Like, I got 4,000 extra views in the past hour. That's crazy. All right. Glad to see. Hey, Josh Thomas, is this the first stream you've tuned into? I don't think I've ever seen you at one of my live streams. Or at least never seen you say anything. Let's see here. Do I see them adding online features to Legend of Zelda? Yes! Valhalla Outcast. They literally announced that today. Legend of Zelda, the original game, is what part of the game is being added that will have some sort of online functionality, whether it's leaderboards, whether it's... They mentioned that game passing, like passing the controller. So say you're watching me play Legend of Zelda, I could pass the controls of that game onto another person. Now they say that's for particular games. I think any single player experience, that makes sense. So The Legend of Zelda is the game that you should be able to pass the controls over for someone else to play for you. But yes, that's what they're adding on. The Legend of Zelda is a game they're adding online features to. Nintendo Beyond says, if I go to another E3 without Pikmin 4, Animal Crossing, I'm done. Oh, I hear you, man. We're long overdue for Pikmin 4 and Animal Crossing. You know, Pikmin 4 has been done for how many years, Miyamoto said now? And Animal Crossing, like, how long has it been since New Leaf, man? I know we had, like, the Amiibo Festival or whatever the hell, and what, Happy Home Designer, and now we had that one on phones, but, like, the main Animal Crossing team, come on. Come on. There's got to be another one coming. I hope it's at E3 because I'm going to be at E3. I would love to check out a new Pikmin or Animal Crossing at E3. And even if it's not playable, like just being at E3 and like getting in that hype train with other Nintendo fans that were looking forward to those games. Let me see here. The 7th was just a safe guess. Again, as I said, what we learned today does not confirm the rumor from a few days back or whatever. Was it May 3rd? Yeah, 4 days ago. What happened today does not confirm the rumor today, from 4 days ago. It just doesn't deny the rumor either. That's all. Neither confirms nor denies it. And I think people were hoping for either a confirmation or a denial today, and neither one of those happened. So, unless people want to jump on the whole, oh, it was today, it was the 7th. Again, complete coincidence in my opinion. So, I'm not sure I believe the rumor. I definitely know I don't believe the rumor. But, I mean, it wasn't deconfirmed today, like I think some people were hoping. Suppose your Switch breaks. Will we have to pay again just to play on a different Switch? Dynamic Kirby, I don't know. We don't know how the cloud saving system works. We don't know if you have to be subscribed to the service. We don't know, what happens in those situations because it's not launched yet. So we just don't know. Mark Green wants to know, will I be doing a bingo for E3 like you did that other time? No. I will not be doing an E3 bingo this time because I'm going to be at E3. Just too much work. Too much extra work on my hands. I got too many videos to edit. Too much stuff. Family membership does work on different systems. Check out Business Wire. They got an official PR statement. Check out there. All right. Let me go to Business Wire here. Business Wire PR. Oh, sorry. Why am I saying PR statement? I'm so dumb. Let me bring up my display capture again so you guys see what's going on. Business Wire. Switch online services. That should pop up. Yeah, there we go. Nintendo save data. Okay, contacts for Golden Harris. None of that matters. Where does it say? Unless it's in a different thing. Okay, it says here on Business Wire, with a family membership up to 8 Nintendo account holders, we'll be able to use the Nintendo Switch online service even on different systems. So according to Business Wire, which I think is just reposting, yeah, this is a press release. Okay, so what this is it's probably in my email right now. I just haven't checked it. So this is a press release. So according to Nintendo, all right. So you can use it across different. That's one concern alleviated. My concern that I still have to pay $34.99 for people on my Switch already to do it still pisses me off. I'm just a little less perturbed now. A little less perturbed. Thank you so much, Edward Norton. Hey man, this information is fresh and hot. We are learning things together tonight, folks. Cheers, man. And no, folks, this isn't like the good wine. Pink Moscato, Arbor Mist, Raspberry. Cheap stuff. I have more expensive stuff up there, but you guys see the shot chart. Most of you guys should know how it works by now. Let me see. Firesoul doesn't care about Pikmin or Animal Crossing. How dare you, sir? How dare you not care? I mean, it's okay. People like the games they like, right? Nintendo Man said, I believe so. Yes, probably. Yeah, he's probably responding to this being the first stream I think he's ever watched of mine. Let's see here. That was in the Q8 subscription. Follows your account to whatever Switch you're signed into. Okay. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that, obviously. I just didn't know that. Okay, whatever. Either way, good news. The family subscription, you can register like 8 different Switches. You just got to add everyone to your family group. Bad news is, if you just have one Switch and a bunch of people use your Switch, you still need the family subscription for everyone on that Switch to use the online services. I mean, I'm going to have a family membership either way, because it's just a smart thing for Eric and I at Nintendo Prime to do, because why would we pay $40 a year when we could just pay $34 and have both of our Switches registered? But, and then I'm set up for when I finally get my kids a Switch. I mean, they don't watch my content, so don't tell them, but like for Christmas this upcoming year, they're going to be getting their own Switch. I really should be getting 2 Switches because they fight over it. But I'm basically getting them a Switch with co-op multiplayer games like Mario Kart and stuff, so they could just play those games by themselves. Together by themselves. Let's see here. Who did win at that bingo? God, Elizabeth Bollinger. That's another reason why I don't want to run it. I still haven't tallied the bingo. We have 3 people who were tied, and I have 1 email left to check on a bingo card that I think might have actually won overall. I know, it was so dumb. It was like a $5 or $10 eShop card too. It's so stupid. I really got to go check those bingo cards. Let me hold on. I got to add that to my to-do list up here on the whiteboard. Where'd my eraser go? The eraser is missing. That's what paper towel is for. All right. Got to add this to a to-do list next time I have some free time. Finish bingo. There we go. Finish bingos, add it to the whiteboard. Basically, once I put it up on the whiteboard, it gets done. Because that's like, I basically, when I sit down, I get my usual routine stuff done. I get a news video out or whatever, or a discussion piece video. I get my Facebook stuff done at my other job. And then I sit down and I glance up here. Okay, what's on my to-do list? And right now, finish bingo's at the top of my to-do list. I put it at the top. So, pretty much means I should be able to get to it tomorrow. Should get to the bingo tomorrow. And get that paid out. Let me see here. Thanks for reminding me, Elizabeth, by the way. Fire Soul, I know, reminds me once in a blue moon, but I just keep forgetting because he always reminds me, usually on Discord. Or in the middle of a stream when I'm playing a game and I just forget about it. So thank you, Elizabeth, for reminding me that I needed to take care of that. Again, another reason why I haven't done giveaways. I got to get that stuff sorted. Do I believe Luigi might be playable? I mean, maybe. I'm surprised he wasn't already. But then they attached Luigi to that balloon thing in Odyssey, so made it seem like no. I think Waluigi is probably the more unbelievable thing from that rumor, if that's what you're referencing, but I mean, Luigi should be playable already in Odyssey, in my opinion. But, so it seems that multiple accounts on a single Switch will need their own plan. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So, like, I have Yulia and my daughter on my Switch right now. I would have to get the family one so they could play online, too. I don't like that. It's not like that on any other system. Let me see here. Mango Blue said, I don't really get Nintendo keeping the smartphone app around with no one liking it or wanting it, right? I mean, I like... I mean, for a positive, I like these statistics you can look up at a glance in Splatoon. It's kind of cool. They're goofy and irrelevant, but it's kind of neat. I like that you can order items. Like, I like there's things you can do on the app in your games away from your Switch. I think that's brilliant, and I feel like an app like that could be useful. And I'm not even saying that voice chat on the app's terrible, especially if they have lobbies, right? Like, but my issue is that that's the only way to voice chat. It should just be, like, part of the voice chat ecosystem rather than the only way to do it. Because it's the only way to do it, that's why I have an issue. Obviously, people can argue, well, it's not the only way. Everyone get on Discord, everyone get on Skype, everyone get on Google Hangouts or whatever you want to use. But you guys know what I mean. The only one officially supported by Switch. The Chad Middleton, I had the VHS tape. VHS tapes, man. I wonder how many of our viewers even know what a VHS tape is. I'm sure plenty of you guys do. We actually have a lot of old. I don't want to say older people, but people that were around when VHSs were a thing. I grew up with VHS tapes, as an example, before DVDs came along. You're not giving the 4-year-old a Switch, are you? He'll be a 5-year-old by the time he gets one, but yes. Yes, I am. But it's still a ways away. Don't worry. He'll be almost 6 by the time he gets it. Almost 6. He'll be like 5 2/3, something like that. 5 and 8 months, 5 and 9 months, somewhere in there. Why is voice chat via a phone app? That's just the way it is. I think Player Essence said he would delete his YouTube account if this happened today. Are you serious? Did Player Essence say that? Hold on. No, wait. Did Player Essence say if we got this info today, he would delete his YouTube account? There's no way. I'm going to his Twitter right now. I'm seeing if he's saying anything about it. He retweeted it. Yeah, that's crazy. If Player Essence actually said that, that's funny. Someone's got to find me the reference to Player Essence saying he would delete his account if this got announced today, so I can give him a little call here and ask him when he's deleting his account, bro. But again, I didn't see that, so I need someone to confirm that happened. Happy anniversary, and yeah, the new details are absolutely great. Says Golden Zinger. I mean, I'm glad you like the details, I suppose. Hey, McLeod Nin3, you're new here. Welcome. And yeah, by the way, for all the people that are watching that weren't here earlier, this is like our 1-year anniversary stream of us doing Nintendo Prime YouTube. Even though this account existed since 2008, it wasn't Nintendo Prime until February 7th of 2017, and we didn't start doing like full-time video stuff until around May 7th. Which is why we're here. So this is like our 1-year anniversary celebration. We're going to celebrate on April 7th or February 7th in the future. But I totally missed it and spaced out about it until someone reminded me about it today. And I'm like, you know what? Sure, let's do it now before it's too late. You could argue it's already too late. But yeah, it's our anniversary, our 1-year anniversary. Woo, pop confetti. And we get a bunch of news. Not really a bunch. We get a little snippets of news and a bunch of find out more in the future. Hey, McLeod3, just subscribe. Thanks, my man. Did YouTube give you a notification for my stream, or did you just find it randomly on your own? I'm just curious. Just curious. Zach Attack 275, welcome. He says maybe Mario will be the host of Balloon World when Luigi is being played, and vice versa. Maybe, or they could just make another character like Yoshi or something be the host. We need to be able to use Bluetooth headphones on Switch. You technically can use Bluetooth headphones on Switch. If you plug in... I have one, actually, around here somewhere. I think it's packed away now because I don't use it. If you have a Bluetooth, like, little adapter, you put in the 3.5 jack, you can use a Bluetooth head technically with your Switch. But, I mean, it's not convenient, and a lot of people aren't just walking around with 3.5 millimeter Bluetooth things. I mean, they're cheap, but, yeah. I mean, it's a bummer. That's not a thing. That they, like, Switch already has Bluetooth, so it's just kind of a bummer. They don't allow that natively. What was this account called before Nintendo Prime? Zelda Informer. Zelda Informer. Founded in 2008. Well, actually, Zelda Informer itself was founded in 2007, but the YouTube channel was founded in 2008. It basically was me. I've been the one running the channel since 2008, but we became Nintendo Prime a year ago. So I've been doing YouTube for a while. But I would consider myself a YouTuber until Nintendo Prime because I barely put out content on YouTube. It was like once in a blue moon. And it was just stuff that we were posting up on the website at the time that no longer exists. You think we're ever going to be able to use Bluetooth headphones officially? No. I think Nintendo's too worried about more interference with the Joy-Con controllers, so they're not going to allow it, even though there doesn't need to be interference. That's something they're probably consciously aware of, which is why it doesn't support it right now. Should I buy a Switch or wait for the update? Mini? Isaac C. Well, one, we don't know if we're getting a Mini. We don't know if we're getting a Pro. What we know is that this year there's not going to be a new revision of Switch. So, like, they're gonna have the new Tegra hardware in there that's, you know, not hackable or whatever. But beyond that, there's not going to be a Switch Pro or a Switch Mini this year. That Nintendo's already confirmed that. So if you want to wait to get a Switch until 2019, be my guest. If you don't want to wait, then don't wait. I can't tell you what to do with your money. Basically, buy the systems that have the games you want to play. If there are enough games on Switch that you want to buy a Switch today, then do it. If there's not enough games you want to play that are on Switch, then don't. That's really what it comes down to, right? As much as we could talk about Switch and all this stuff, never buy a video game platform if it doesn't have the games you want to play. Don't buy it on promises. Don't buy it on, oh, I'm getting a Switch so I can play Smash later this year. I'm getting a Switch so I can play Animal Crossing in 4 years or whatever. Or Metroid Prime 4 or whatever. Don't buy the system until the games actually come out. Because the games can be delayed and like pushed back, and then they don't come out until Switch 2 or whatever the case may be, and they don't even work on the original Switch. That's kind of what happened with Breath of the Wild. Was announced to come out in 2015, so a bunch of people went out and bought Wii U's for Breath of the Wild, and then it ended up coming to Switch. So it's one of those, shouldn't have bought the Wii U for Zelda in the first place. But so that's kind of my thing. If it has games on it already you really want to play, and enough of them to justify the purchase, then do it. Otherwise, wait. Wait until it has the games you really want to play on it. That's always been my advice when you buy systems. Any system, by the way, not just Switch, like PlayStation, Xbox, 3DS, even building a gaming PC. Like, don't do it if there's not already enough games on there for you to want to like enjoy that experience. Don't buy it on promises. Buy it on realities. Is basically what I'm saying. Ryan Simpson's planning to get Animal Crossing Switch for my mom. For Xmas if it's announced. If it's announced, I don't know if it'll even come out this year, but I mean, I would like for it to come out this year. All those black VHS tapes of those black rectangular things, right? Yeah, I actually have. Well, I don't have any in my office, but yeah, they're like this big. And then there's also like the smaller tapes. Those are for the audio. I forget what those tapes are called. The audio version of the tapes. Brian Cutter says, congrats on the anniversary, Nate. I've been a long-time listener back in the Zelda Informer pod days. I'm sure you're talking about the podcast, the podcast I probably used to run. This is the first time commenting. Thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in. I greatly appreciate that you're here watching the stream for your first time tuning in since the Zelda Informer days, man. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's amazing that there's still people that pop in that remember me from those days, right? They feel like such a long time ago. Especially now that ZeldaInformer.com like doesn't exist anymore. So it's surreal to me that there's people that are like remembering me still from those days. Good times. I had a good 9-year run there, man. So cassette tapes. Yeah, there we go. Zelda 42513 cassette tapes. Duh. I used to make mixtapes all the time for my girlfriends back then. Not really a thing anymore, is it? I guess you can make a mixed playlist on like Spotify. I don't know if you could. You can share that with people. So yeah, I guess you could still technically do mixtapes today, make a YouTube playlist or something. Let's see here. Disappointed on no achievements mentioned. Yep, no achievements talked about, so it doesn't look like that's going to be part of it. Brian Conner says you're going to back me on Patreon soon. Well, thanks, man. Still a little poor, dude. I know all about that poor life, dude. I'm a YouTuber. Most YouTubers I know that aren't like 200, 300,000 are usually living that life of balancing the fine line between being broke and having just enough to get by. I'm definitely among that line. I am broke most of the time, and other times I have just enough to get by, and I'm doing okay. Like if I want to go out and make a purchase, like good old Nintendo Labo here, I can sometimes. But not all the time. Doesn't always fit in the budget. And no, I haven't built anything with Labo yet, for those wondering. Hasn't happened yet. I was going to do something with my daughter tonight, but she fell asleep. It's fine. It's a school night. She can sleep. Hopefully we'll get a video recorded tomorrow of her and I experiencing Labo together. Now, she's not going to build the piano with me because it takes too long, but we're going to do the RC car. We might build the house. We'll see. Not sure what else I'm going to build with her. Some of the stuff I'm going to build on my own, to give you like the experience of this is what it's like building with your kids, and then this is what it's like building like as an adult by yourself, and kind of give you both perspectives. Some of you guys might not care anymore, but I have it, so I might as well do it. I did buy Tropical Freeze Mac the knife. Oh jeez, it's in my Switch. The box for it's down here. Ugh, here you go. I did buy Tropical Freeze. Obviously flipped to the Funky Kong. That's because I felt content starved. Edward Norton, thank you so much. I felt content starved. So, that was the video I was going to make. God dang it. Hold on, I got to write that down as well. Video ideas. Oh, that was the idea I forgot last night. That I was going to make a video about being content starved. Let me erase some stuff here. Content starved. Now, I'm not saying that you guys are content starved, but I'm going to explain my situation. Mac the Knife! Holy boy! Hold on, let me get a word shot in here. You said 1 Nintendo Online membership on me. Thank you so much, Matt the Knife. I mean, I technically will have that $20 before the services come. Although it just comes all together in ads. But thank you so much for the support, man. You know I appreciate it. $20, we go up. $20 and under is technically a pucker. You know what, buddy? For you, special for you tonight, we're going to step it up to the kinky. Plus, I'm out of pucker. I don't have any pucker left, so we'll bust open the brand new Nintendo Prime Blue kinky. We got the Cool Blue Fusion, a super premium vodka. Distilled 5 times with tropical blends and flavors. It is 17% alcohol. I don't know if I've ever had UV Blue. UV Blue. Kinky Blue. I've had UV Blue. Oh, come on, man. Ugh. Alright. Can't get this open. I actually have... Man, I got a lot of videos to make. I don't know how long I should stream tonight, guys. You know how many... Well, some of the videos I can release tomorrow. Because they're discussion videos. But, like, the online account system, like, that's news. I should get a video up about that. Although, I guess this would be the video for it, right? Even though I don't keep my live streams live after. Thank you, Matt the Knife. My first time having Kinky Blue because of you. A little sour. Kinky's always tend to have a little sourness to them. Not bad, though. Way better than the green we had last time. I don't view Fire Emblem being at E3 as a leak. Fire Emblem's been announced for 2018 for like a year. So, I'm just scrolling up a little bit. Guys, the leak video here. You can find it on my channel. I'll put the leak video up again. For those people that are wondering, oh yeah, where are the leaks? What is that? Like, that's the video we're referencing, that leak video there. So I know this isn't confirmed or anything, but does this mean the only way to back up save files is through a paywall? I'm assuming that can't be the case, but if it is, potentially. It does not say. I mean, it's listed on Nintendo Switch Online. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's part of it. I would assume it's part of it. It's got to be part of it because it's listed under Nintendo Switch Online. So let's just say, yeah, it's behind a paywall. I mean, it is on the other systems too, by the way. The cloud saving is. Granted, the other systems also allow local backups for free. So that's the thing. As an option, it's fine, but there's no local way to save either, which kind of sucks. Remember My Body Is Ready video, anyone? How could I forget? It's the most viewed video. I actually created that video. I created that meme way back at that E3. I don't know if I could take credit for the full meme, but I did the I don't know. There might be a My Body Is Ready video that's got more views that came out before mine. Before my 1.2, 1.3 million views or whatever it has. That I make absolutely no money on because the clip is so short, like ads just don't run on it. Oh, not sure if it's the angle, but the shelf looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's the angle. There is what the shelf looks like normally. But, like, my camera's kind of sort of cockeyed a little bit. Like, if you look at it, it looks like my office is... If you actually, like if you look up to over here, it looks like my office is... if I can get my finger to trace it, looks like it's leaning in on itself, right? Everything looks like it's like leaning in like this, but that's not the case, obviously. But it does, yeah. The camera angle makes my office look like everything's leaning. Because it's not level with me. If it was like level with me, then it would show everything is flat. But webcams, you know, they do funky things at times. Even the nice webcams. This is the best webcam on the market, and funky things happen. This is the webcam, though. If we stream from E3, I'll be streaming from this webcam. I'll be bringing this webcam with me. So, let's see here. Oh, Thomas Manor, my body is ready. Don't you mean my body is Reggie? Oh, Reggie Fils-Aimé. Can't wait. Hope I meet him this year at E3. Thanks, guys. I should say thanks, Thomas. Zach Attack 275 just put me on notifications. Thank you so much, my man. Oh, I just had a video idea earlier now, too. The video ideas are starting to flow. Content starved. Hold on. Oh, yeah. I got to write down this idea, too. Not letting you guys know. This will be a bonus video for tomorrow about this idea. Can't give away all my ideas, otherwise you guys don't get surprised. Gotta keep some surprises. Some surprises. I got lots of ideas for videos. I just do terrible about writing them down. So thanks for putting me on notifications, Zach. Same with PSN and Xbox, you have to pay for cloud saves. Yeah. Alex Jones, InfoWars. You're not actually Alex Jones, are you? There's no way Alex Jones is actually in the house. The Alex Jones. the conspiracy theories extraordinaire. No way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just that's a joke account. Didn't Alex Jones get like deleted on YouTube or got struck down or something? I could be wrong. Maybe it's under a different title now. It's just weird to see someone with that name. No, Nate, yours is the one with the most views. It is? My Body is Ready video has the most views? Nice. So that would mean that we're the source of that meme, potentially? We created the meme, or at least people feel like we're the source of it. I couldn't resist. When he did that, I'm like, oh my god, we gotta put that up. Just cut out that like little 13-second clip and put it online. Dr. Mario Online could be a lot of fun. Yeah, that could be, like, if there's online multiplayer. We've seen multiplayer with Dr. Mario before. It's like, online multiplayer would be insane. Does anything think Spyro will be released for Switch? I mean, I hope so. We've seen Spyro on Nintendo before, so why not? They should promote Reggie to owner of Nintendo. No. Because that means we'll never see him. Like, if you like Reggie, then enjoy him. Because if he became the president of Nintendo Japan, not only is he probably not qualified enough compared to Furukawa, but we wouldn't see him because he would be in Japan all the time doing things. We already don't see him much because of his promotion that involves Japan. So who knows? Maybe he'll end up leading Japan someday. I doubt it now because I think Furukawa was actually younger than Reggie. But what if had you in notifications a while ago, just kept forgetting? You know, that happens. There's some YouTubers I follow and I watch all their videos and I forget. Like Jay's 2 Cents. For some reason, I don't have notifications turned on to him. I just check his channel every day. I don't know how, but I somehow came unsubbed from your channel. Welcome to YouTube! I got unsubbed from Philip DeFranco last week and had to resub to him. I'm like, why is Philip DeFranco's new show not showing up in my feed? Oh, right, because YouTube unsubbed me. Let me go resub and turn notifications on. Can you imagine Punch-Out online? Sure. I mean, there was an arcade version of Punch-Out, so, like, yeah. I can see how that works. Can you play Dragon Age Origins main theme? Sure, Mac the Knife. I'll give you Dragon Age Origins. 1, because I like Dragon Age. And 2, you did give 20, so I'll let you have a song request in there for that. Which usually at the $5 mark. Let me turn on desktop audio here. I think I got to turn down this. My mic's a little quieter than I want it to be, but we'll turn on Dragon Age Origins main theme. I want to listen though. Let me put my headphones on. I like Dragon Age Origins, man. Such a good, good stuff. Didn't know that then. You should always stay here. What? Have I seen the press release yet? Yes, I have. It's up on Business Wire. Let me see if it says anything else. It says, here. The display capture here. F11 this. Oh, sorry. F11 this. It says, same old, same old. They gave the addition that you could use it on different systems. This is the same games, I think. Balloon Fight after Mario, Super Mario Bros. 3. Donkey Kong, Ice Climber, Legend of Zelda, Mario Bros. Soccer, Super Mario Bros. 10. Okay. 10 additional launch games announced in the future. First time ever. Depending on the game, players can engage in online competitive or co-op multiplayer. Yep, this was on the website. Friends can even watch each other play single-player games online and pass the controller anytime. So there you go. So The Legend of Zelda should be a game you can pass the controller with. Every NES classic game will support voice chat via the Nintendo Switch Online smartphone app. God, so dumb. I mean, I guess that's new. Every NES game will support voice chat it's new information. Save cloud backups. Backup Nintendo Switch save data for most Nintendo Switch games. Most. It doesn't even back up all of them. We store it online for easy access. It's great for people who want to retrieve their data if they lose, break, or purchase additional Switch systems. Online play, same old stuff. Nintendo Switch Online app is for Nintendo account holders 13 years or older. There you go. So that's all the new information in there. And I'll cover all this in a separate video. I don't know if I'll get it up tonight because it depends on how long I stream for here. But YouTube, why would YouTube want to make their site easier to use? That's always the story, right? Why make it easier? Why keep around the people that actually watch your videos? Boot them out of here. How do I make it have no last name, please, YouTube? He says, I heard nothing about Nintendo Classics. We didn't hear anything about Virtual Console at all. Now, keep in mind, the rumor did not state we would hear about Virtual Console today. So it just said that when we do hear about Virtual Console, it won't be called Virtual Console. It'll be called Nintendo Classics. So again, nothing confirmed or denied here. It's just is what it is. All right, that's the end of that. Turn off the Oh, was the desktop audio not on that entire time? No way. We'll replay the song. I can't believe... I thought I had the desktop audio on. Well, we'll replay it. I like Dragon Age 2 as well. Origins is my favorite of them, but Dragon Age 2 is really good for different reasons. I actually kind of liked they went in that different direction with it. It was kind of unique. And then Dragon Age 3, which was obviously different direction as well. Just, I didn't like that direction. I played it, I beat it, just... I like Dragon Age. I like it a lot. Big Dragon Age fan. The site is in the description. Unless the post got deleted. Let me... No, the post is still there. Go to the video, go to the description. It has a link to the post. Check my phone here. Oh, yep, there's my notification that, hey, here's your press release from Nintendo. Why can't they just put the online app on Switch? It could be on phones, too. That's what I say. I don't mind phones as an option. It just shouldn't be the only way. Turn up the music. Got it. It's as loud as I'll go because any louder then it's like maxed out. Good music.
Let's see here. I'm sort of hoping to ditch the app, or at least have it on Switch. A little disappointing, honestly, but it is what it is. Hey, that's one of my lines. It is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, that song request is done being played. Hopefully more additions by September. Can't complain about the price point. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Kind of flipping the script a little bit, talking a lot about this stuff, obviously, and I'll be making a video on it here tonight. Probably end the stream in like 14 minutes, so I have time to put together a coherent video on the Nintendo Switch Online stuff, cover everything in depth, give more opinions, more coherent opinions than just instant reactions. And yes, Zack Attack, I think it's the video where I have Mario in the background, if I'm right. The Mario that people made fun of me for. Whatever, it's old footage, but it's footage I had at the time, so. Yeah, man. I've been doing this YouTube thing full-time for basically a year. It's insane thinking about where we came from, you know? All we really had was a podcast. Then we were doing game trailers for a while, and not really my thing. If Nintendo Beyond is still here, he knows. I know how against he is of the re-uploading of game trailers, just based on some old tweets he had. But yeah, it wasn't really my cup of tea. Didn't like the re-uploading of trailers thing. It used to be something I did at Zelda Informer, which I guess made sense as a Zelda-only channel to have all the Zelda trailers and Zelda commercials. I think it made more sense as like a targeted thing like that. But as a general Nintendo entity, you know, leave that. You know, hey, thank you, Angel Polito, for subscribing. Leave that to like Game Explain or whatever. Like I think they're the biggest one that does the trailer re-uploads. At least puts all the trailers in one place because they don't all come from Nintendo. But yeah, it's weird like going from that to daily news videos to most of my videos outside of the podcast. I wasn't on camera back then, right? I wasn't live streaming back then either. Outside of the Breath of the Wild live stream, I basically vanished for like 4 months. Yeah, Nintendo Beyond was here earlier, Game Crusade. I don't know if he's still here. So it's just crazy to think where I've come as a YouTuber in just a year. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I now have a Lumix G7 that I still really don't know how to use very well. I barely figured out how to get whatchamacallit on here to get it running in 4K. And now I have to down it to 1080p 60 FPS for E3 because storage reasons. Don't have enough film. Or enough film. Just film anymore. I don't have enough SD cards, so it'll be, you know, I got I don't know. Am I missing my one SD card? Oh. It's somewhere on this desk. I got a bunch of clutter I gotta get picked up. Zack Attack's gotta go later, man. So, yeah, I just... it's weird. Like, I went from voiceover over gameplay, which I still do now and then, right? Like, I still have discussion videos, mostly. Sometimes individual news videos. Like, my reaction to with Nintendo Switch Online, that's going to be voiceover over gameplay and screenshots. Probably mostly screenshots, because we have a lot of information to go over, so I'll have a bunch of screenshots and stuff. But, I just don't know. I'm not... like going from that to being on camera, doing Prime News. I still do some news where I stand up. I think I did one last week where I stood up and used the full green screen. I haven't done a Prime Comments in a while. I got to get back to Prime Comments. I miss Prime Comments. Sundays lately have just been very trying to find time for. I don't. It's just very weird watching my evolution as a YouTuber. Maybe you guys have noticed it as well. I don't know how many of you guys have been watching long enough to see the changes, but I feel like when I go back and watch my old content and I watch today, it's not just the video presentation and the editing that's better or the audio. I'm better. I'm a better speaker, a better presenter. I'm better at presenting my arguments and having conversations. I'm more comfortable doing that through voice, because before Nintendo Prime, basically outside of the Zelda Informer podcast, everything I did was written work. I did written editorials, written reviews, where you have time to think things and proof over it and make edits and changes, which you can do in videos as well, but a lot of my stuff is off the cusp. And when you're coming off the cusp, you could do reshoots and retakes, but it might not ever sound as good. You want to kind of nail it as best as you can the first time, and just during that first take, like if you make a mistake, pause for a second, recollect yourself, and then redo that take instantly. I do that actually a lot for the videos. Prime News especially. I do that a lot in Prime News. Yeah. I should invite Joshy on a future podcast. He has been invited to a podcast, said he was going to come on a podcast, didn't show up, but yeah, he's got a standing invite to come on the podcast. But he hasn't come yet, so we'll see. He said he was going to come the one time, didn't show up. We'll see. We'll see if he comes on a future one. I mean, he checked out my live stream, so he's obviously interested in talking about things. So maybe I'll DM him again, and maybe he wants to get on our newscast this week, our Prime Cast on Friday. Maybe he wants to come on to talk about things. Let me see here. Gotta be into work, 4 a.m. Later, man. Dynamic Curse, I agree with you earlier in the stream. Don't buy a system until the games you want are near. Hate for somebody to have bought a PlayStation 4 for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I mean, that's the thing. It's not even near. I don't think you should buy it till the games come out. Like, if you bought a Wii U for Breath of the Wild, you still got it, but do you really feel like you should have bought Wii U for Breath of the Wild, or do you feel like you should have waited for Switch? You know, don't buy a system until the game you actually want is coming out. I know some people feel like they need to buy a system because they're hard to get their hands on, especially around launch, but don't fall for that unless there's a game at launch you really want to play. And it's funny because I don't take my own advice, right? Like, if you play Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on Wii U, you should not buy it on Switch. Not for $60. But I did it. Like, I don't always follow my own advice. Technically, I could argue it's my job not to follow my own advice because I got to cover all this stuff. But it's also one of those where I didn't have to buy Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. I mean, yeah, I streamed it like last night or the night before, and it was a successful stream, but don't need to do that. I would have survived without that stream. But again, I'll talk about that on a future video that I have planned to make at some point this week. At least we got something to talk about for Primecast about Nintendo Online features. That's going to be cool, too. Primecast is going to have a lot of chatter about the online features. So that's going to be fun. And that's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to talk about that on Primecast with AJ, 5J, Game Over Jesse, and hopefully I can get a couple other YouTubers on as well this week. I'd love to get HMK up in there for this one. I'd love to see if I can get Wolfden on. I know he's usually busy on Fridays, but if I can get Bob Wolf over, that'd be great. Who knows? Maybe I'll invite Nintendo Beyond on, and Josh will be able to come on. Be very interested to get in a full-on conversation about this stuff with him. Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have a party one somewhere. Hey. Oh, no, not that one. There's one I have that's like a whistle you blow on the back. I don't know where that Ninja Turtle went. I think it's Michelangelo wearing a birthday party hat. I was about to buy Donkey Kong, but I'm low on money, and the extra $10 price point would kind of bother me. I think it's an extra $40 price point over the Wii U version. It's only $20 on Wii U. So I want to play Fortnite, and I play a bit of it. That's what happens. Say you won't do something, then you just do it. And so we got 6 minutes left on the stream. Anything you guys want to say? Because I'm gonna have to make an actual video about this online stuff. Probably gonna. Hopefully, I'll have the video out within an hour. We'll see. Usually, videos where I'm not on camera are easier to render, where I'm not using actual footage, so they don't take as long. But we'll see. Depends on how many takes I have to do because I got to gather my thoughts. I got to make sure I have the information locked down. Can't be like this live stream where the information's constantly changing because the information's coming out. Well, now the information's out, so now I got to gather it and make sure I have my details all correct, and then go from there. I think we have all the information. Now that the press release is out, combined with the press release, combined with the website, I think is all we needed. I'll double check some news sites and see if there's some other, my contact said this, or we have an interview with Reggie who said this, or whatever. Matt the Knife says, I refuse to believe you've played all the great games on Switch and had to buy Tropical Freeze. I didn't have to buy Tropical Freeze. I think you secretly thought it was worth it. No. Something you come to find about me is I'm not much of a retro gamer, if that makes sense. I don't play a lot of older games. I like playing the new hot thing. So when I say I'm content starved, this is kind of a preview to my upcoming video. When I say I'm content starved, it's because I like to play what I'm interested in playing that I know other people are playing at that time. So I know right now a bunch of other Nintendo fans are playing Tropical Freeze. I know I love Tropical Freeze. I know currently I don't really have a way to play Tropical Freeze, and I also know that currently besides Labo, there really wasn't anything that came out recently that I had any interest in. So I bought Tropical Freeze to play it, because I could talk about it and play it with people and stream it with people and have conversations. It had nothing to do with me thinking it was worth the price. If Dark Souls was coming out this month, I would not have bought it because I would have saved that money to buy Dark Souls. But it's not, so that's what I mean by content starved. It's not that I've played every great game in existence. I mean all the first-party games, all the exclusive games. I think I've bought every exclusive game. I'm trying to think if there's an exclusive game I didn't buy. Bayonetta 1 and 2. But those are ports that I played on Wii U. So, I mean, I'm just going through my Switch. I own, of the exclusive games anyways, not all the great games, right? Indie games galore. Then I got Tropical Freeze now, Splatoon 2. Although Tropical Freeze isn't exclusive. So Splatoon 2, Breath of the Wild, Odyssey, Mario Kart 8, Golf Story. I'm just going through exclusives. So if I don't mention a game, it's because, well, not exclusive. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I own. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Tiny Metal. Was Tiny Metal exclusive? I can't remember if that was exclusive. I don't think it was. ARMS. 1-2 Switch. Kirby Star Allies. Fire Emblem Warriors. Then that covers most of the exclusive bases over the past year. There's probably, as I said, there's probably some exclusive indie games I'm missing out on. Now, I haven't played all the great indie games or all the great third-party games, of course. But, I mean, I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, sorry. I have 35 Switch games. So it's not like I don't have a bunch of Switch games. Let's see here. I'm still waiting for Dark Souls. If the leak is true, I'll be very disappointed with Game Freak if the new Pokemon games really take place in Kanto. I'm okay if they take place in Kanto. I don't really care I don't care about the region. The region of Pokemon has nothing to do with why I like Pokemon. So I can see them wanting to do it because it's familiar, but Kingdom Hearts 3, oh dude, I would love Kingdom Hearts 3 on Switch. Oh, I have not played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 either. I played some of the side Kingdom Hearts games. Unchained something, I remember playing that. But like, man, Kingdom Hearts 3 on Switch, I'd be all up in that. The Switch has great indies. It does. There's a lot of great indies. I mean, I'll give you an example of some I own. Or owned at one point. I may not own them anymore because the physical copies I don't have anymore. Binding of Isaac. And NBA Playgrounds. Obviously, Monopoly. Love Monopoly. I'm just looking for indies. Tiny Metal's another one. The Snipperclips count as an indie. I mean, it's exclusive. I don't know if that counts as an indie, per se. I guess Uno and Monopoly won't either because it's Ubisoft. Payday 2 is technically made by an indie. Overcooked. Rocket League, although I'm not a big fan of Ukulele, Golf Story, Late Shift, Blossom Tales. But, like, there's a whole... That's nothing. SteamWorld Dig 2, Celeste, like a zillion other indie games I haven't even remotely touched, and I might never touch. Donatello or Mike... I would choose Donatello. Donatello's always been my favorite. What about 1W? What? Oh, what about 1-2 Switch? I have 1-2 Switch. I own 1-2 Switch. I bought that at launch. And 1-2 Switch is fun. 1-2 Switch is fun with friends. It's a fun party game. You bust out even with adults. Like, you bust it out, you do some wacky things, you milk some cows, you walk the dang catwalk, really silly looking. You pick locks. Like, it's a fun little game in parties. It's a fun drinking game, I'll tell you that much. Last time I played was a drinking game. Enter the Gungeon. There's so many. There's too many good indie games to even mention them all. So many good ones. Didn't even touch on the Shovel Knight games. There's so many good ones. Buy Enter the Gungeon. Probably won't, because I'm not really into that series or into that franchise of stuff. Let me log in my... I wonder what's on my wish list. I have some games on my wish list on the eShop. Enter your password, please. I also wish it had like a remember password feature that... I mean, I don't want it to just automatically go into my account because I have other accounts on here. But a password feature where all I have to do is enter a PIN number instead of having to re-enter my whole password. I mean, there's so many good indie games. Even just looking at the recent release, I see some that I want. And then you go to like the bestsellers list. I mean, what? Stardew Valley. Didn't even mention that one. Let's see here. I did mention Celeste. I guess most of those ones I knew were already in the bestsellers. The Coming Soons. Death Row Canada. Jeez. Raging Justice. I know that game looks good. Immortal Redneck looks good too. Suicide Guy and Terra Cresta looked really good. There's a lot of really good. Oh, can't forget about that old Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition coming out this year. Runner 3, which by the way has a playable Charles Martinet. Mega Man Legacy Collection is coming out this month as well. 1 and 2. How much is that? I can't buy it yet, so this doesn't tell me. I might buy those. I love the Mega Man games. Not indie, of course, Capcom, but Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, baby! Can't wait for that. $6.29. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. What about Labo Robot Kit? I gotta get through the Variety Kit before I even deal with Robot. It's expensive. Might get to it eventually. If I really love the Labo Variety Kit, I'll probably pick up the Robot Kit just to try it out. Let's see. Yeah, it's hard the other way. I can... So many awesome Switch games are coming out this year. I mean, yeah, the second half of this year is going to be packed. Alright, folks, I think that's going to do it for tonight's stream. Sorry I'm cutting it short. I didn't actually think we were going to get this online stuff today. So I need to go make a video about it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate your support, your viewership, liking this video. Be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you want to subscribe, of course, hit the bell icon. It kind of sort of gives you notifications. Doesn't always do it. Be sure to go watch our videos, like our videos, all that great stuff. Actually, I should be encouraging likes more than subscriptions because the likes actually get our videos viewed by more people. But whatever. Thanks, guys. Catch you guys later.